Garden maintenance tip number one is to have a good look at your lawn. Now, if you have a very big lawn, my advice to you would be just to look at the lawn closest to your house. And it's actually quite therapeutic to weed the lawn. You look and see here, this is a wild lawn that's actually come into the garden. Dig it out, take it and remove it, so that when you eventually do mow your lawn, the wild weeds are out. Lawn that is running over paved areas, you can clip with your secateurs. If you have a more if you have any other equipment, you can use that. Some people use spades. If you have a brush cutter, even better. So clip the edges to tidy up along paving areas, and any other kind of weeds that are in your lawn, hand weed them out. Eventually, when you can mow, there'll be a weed-free lawn. Now, there is one very small weed which is very difficult to remove entirely without chemical help. So those ones you would most probably not get the better of at the moment. Get some exercise and get your lawn closest to the house looking really weed-free and tidy. Second maintenance tip over lockdown is to maintain your gravel areas. Most probably by now, without the maintenance services being in your garden, there's a lot of weeds in your gravel area. So take them out by hand. You can use chemicals if you do have, but if you don't have any, and we're all trying to be organic at the moment, so why don't you take them out by hand? Remove the weeds out of your gravel area, and then if there's any adjacent plants or lawn, you can clip them out the way by hand. All of this is good exercise. If you wore your exercise watch, you'll most probably find your heart rate would be going up by now. Gardening is an extremely good way of exercising. And then to tidy up the gravel area, if you have a big hard rake, you can rake it and get it nicely level all by itself. Another way of taking the smaller little pieces of lawn and grass chips out of your lawn is to actually use a blower, which not all of us have at the moment. So we're just going to rake it and get it as good looking as we can. Pruning smaller shrubs in your garden is something you can do at this time of the year. This is a paper plume plant. It has grown right to its full capacity over a nice full summer, and it has grown very tall now. And believe it or not, this garden bed actually used to be lawn, and we've decided to replace it with some nice shrubs that could give the bedroom window a little bit of screening. Don't be afraid. You will have to cut off a few blooms, last blooms of the season, but really pruning is the best thing you can do to these shrubs to make them look gorgeous for the next season. The idea is to cut them in half and then to water them well and feed them, and they will just bounce back again and make your garden look a lot prettier for the next season.